Welcome to the daily drifting. Welcome to the footing. We've made our trip also to next door, and we've been also considering a couple of kilometers if we should watch carefully what it looks like as a young, powerful one, not just powerful. The beauty, the battle, and the act, the engineering will show the tongue, the language, who they bound to nothing, who watch, and yet they knew not what they watch. These are the very power, strength, with the manipulation on the screen and whatever. I tell you, I was at next door because I haven't been there for quite there, not many months, I can tell. Yes, and only being some soon, a powerful 100 angels and 100 million sus angels for dollars right away. So what it has to be right now to mark what you were paid and where it was also based and who the base was and who gave it. Watch here. Is it right there? You see this hand? Make these for you understand. You see this? You know, we don't have to say application for what they represent. They really have. So my hand, you don't want to say this is 5. You don't want to say this is 5. Every single thing, so that my reporting text, read information, that can never somebody else than myself. Participating in doing what I'm supposed to do on this earth. Just know what you have been called, instructed, directed. Now, I want to eat this. Right? Is the break, the evening. I have to say, yesterday and today, they're drifting for this day. And other trips I have to say I've gone for and they're written. So I won't be so much talking about what I'm saying, yet we will have consideration for to walk from here at the main purpose, street fertilizer, the precise location at the main cross point. For what it is, kilometers to go out, I have to walk. I know, see what I bet the hell of an probably angel. There, I have to have myself best for the angelic. Watch, that's engineering. To say I have yes, the most interesting which we're talking about those things. Because when you refer to yourself things, it's common. We're talking about the values. We mentioned who and who, myself and my colleagues, which is what angels. And you don't say them, yet they make known to you what it is, who did what, and who comes to know what has been made. That which concerns the Lord. Basically, with origin, that's what happened. And that is it. So the crab, I'll be showing the symbol of crab. So there are things I mentioned, symbol crab, the things in the fish, some rocks packed somewhere, and then we wait for all this end at the earth next door. Many are the flashes, yes, and rather the time closing and meeting masses, the virgins, the one who make themselves or who allow themselves to be used, and the ones they are for different men. So that is regarded. They want to say they are, but also saying they're late, but the part of your flesh or the region of your flesh you gave to somebody else other than myself. That's what will show where you will be in that generation. You won't be with that. It's better I let you know. So when the Lord called for the jar, I have water jar. I'll drink from this. I hope I'm not representing somebody else other than myself. Now, reflection. We told you that immediately is this particular day. This is available. Because that's my name. It won't be somebody calling my name. This is world issue. We are talking about not University of Ghana. We are talking about world. Look at where Ghana is placed. If they look, certificate talk of world, look at the portion or area that is world. This is the entire world. The entire world. This is a certificate for the entire world, universe, not a country mapping. Look at if mapping small like this, and if it does the healing, a country mapping small like this. That's a code for what I'm saying now. A country like this, small mapping. That's the exact language. A country like this, small mapping. That's a healing. So that's a very intelligent for angels. That's where the healing is. So that it talks about hashtag world. A country like this, small mapping. And you can see how many kilometers, even you think, most of the things we say, I would say things. We are not valuing things. We are saying values for what I'm saying. Real functioning. I got up, continued this building. I was it. SYLVESTER KWASI BEKOE on Mission Ministries, SYLVESTER, and many other channels, platforms showing. Look at what building it is. Am I talking about somebody's building or what I have built from the light? That's my word, reflection, and what origin is my kingdom. To see it live, And at next door, we go there and they have that capability for presenting the college and the development going on. And I see something not talking about. But I watch out and I watch and I know things are being delayed. Because over there only needed somebody to do this like material. To just renovate and convert the place to like US or to remote state. That is the only best place you can have. And that's the only place in this country you want to say you can invest to make it as it is anywhere in the world. You can't leave that place to be like, no, we don't like that. We don't like the way it is. So we've been building it. But that I haven't gone there for more than 3 months. We want to say, would you say that I haven't gone there is the reason the work has been maybe slow? What I mentioned in the music, where we came out, whilst we've been away from that, we have music, engineering, sound, any other thing. Working, and that is how, really good, like, wow. What am I talking about? What I have, one of these homes, or the matches that we put up, you saw the tennis court, you saw the music stage, mount, and many others. Should we put it out there? So if I have any other things created, and then we go out there and see it physically, without having to pick up mobile phone, call this, do that. I don't think I stay here or I live in this or on the screen and then stream to say, I have communicated somebody that we're doing this. No. They say even the spirit and that the Lord built, his vision, is this we put up. So I saw also this. However, it's my own works that will show what color. So I also saw this. And whatever you build with multi-purpose, well, you can have what? Stage mount and then the projector. So if you are one with vision, the world is here, projector can show on the wall. Do you think until you need it before you have this happening? We have almost every other thing that we need. And I won't talk about things, we talk about the elements, the real value. So I've been mentioning that this is a highly technology that will control this building. The roof part, look at it. That part of the roof will be what? Let's watch carefully. This side, I've been so considered in the kingdom. What we talk about the crop it will be what? The shield, the symbol, and the others. This, I want to say, the elevated part of the, I don't want to be using such languages. Yet, that's the only thing available. Until I create a word I want to alter. So I do that, yet that I don't want it to be common. SYLVESTER, KWASI, BEKOE, Sunday, JS, Sonite, doesn't want to have a language that is on your tongue corrupt. That's why I even make the selection. This side or elevation is multi-purpose for cap feed. This top or the powder, like I don't want to say powder, like there are things I don't want to say. I don't want to say things. That's what we've been doing to show the showing of the language as it's a real new language. Spoken by the angel can't be the same. Because I told you, if the Lord should give a prophecy with a language that is corrupt, the prophecy is already corrupt. Because in whose language or tongue is it spoken? Then the same issue with the people, or the issue with the people were the languages. Because the language is a spirit. So if the language do no good, it do harm. So a top like this place, where you climb up, and this side up, you get in, or you really simply will do this. There's a door we keep on the other end. Yes, that door will be that when this becomes, or this engineering sector becomes what you climb, even in the indoor, you get the opportunity for getting on board the flight elevator to the top. So that once you get in this, it opens the upper part of the of this roof or the building, and then it takes you safely to this place. So that being the first person that will come up, you open this side. That's a multi-purpose and multifunction. You've never seen any house or technology like this. So already I have to do this before you get to know what I've done. So I don't just think you should just have any kind of engineering or architecture designs that should be common as you say. No, you don't have to have it like that. So that when this side becomes a room extension, Then it becomes under what? Umbrella again. So umbrella junction at the top, right here. So that is a place you see, you do everything. I won't tell you everything. You learn, you create. How I sit in one of these places and create. So it becomes an extension, projection, that you cannot just be in any place common for almost everyone just trying to be. What is different? You climb up here to the side and you are in a different part of, or in a different sector or department of this mansion. When you pass this way, it will get you into the side and you are in this side access to this tap. And when you use this side, you're going to have it in this very region, terrains, as we say. Well, you've never seen it. So this you have a technology that is what elevated, projecting up and then also in or to the level. It won't just be a house. It won't just be a mansion. We are telling you what you haven't got idea how it came up it from myself, because I don't have to watch anywhere, but yeah, I have to have it. Cut on the screen. Well, that's it. Which is dog. Come out of the channel right away. So activating the colors, the art heal. Which is dog. Come out of it. So I'm doing a lot of healing. I watch carefully. Somebody known and knows. If they claim the nose is to say I know, or the nose know. So if the nose is aware or the nose know, that becomes what the Lord created, not a ghost. My channel is not a ghost. I'm not operating into somebody. So if the channel even doesn't agree to what I'm saying, I just simply would say, get off the channel. We are not broadcasting. Look at where things have been made. I wouldn't name it things. I would repeat not after what I say is wrong. Yeah, I will not repeat after that which I say is wrong. And that's the healing. Watch carefully where our special, that's the merit you can say. They carry this. They carry the, it's amazing not as a name. You don't even agree to see what I'm saying here. It is. You know that there's an opening at the down here. As we see these blocks here, can you see it also on the top? You are seeing it, it's like a hollow. Yes. Except the technology tells you where we are and what it should be. That until we make a projection, it doesn't become a place you can stay. Yeah, that is a place you will stay. Yes. There are a lot of things and a lot of technology, a lot of innovation, a lot of engineering, a lot of creation we will find with one particular mansion. What have I have to say executed that would mean the same or look the same? That's nothing. From that level, we'll be communicating. That is watch here. And when you are in this place, you are going to see down here too. There are things that are really, like there are creation that really grown in this. There are a lot of groaning in this, groaning, glowing. So I'm groaning, a lot of groaning. Yeah. At this side become space also below. That's it. So that's heaven and heaven, talking about real heavens. So things are, let's say, what do we refer to as things? I told you that we decode it. You know, it's a lot that we have with that word. So I want to take so I'm not God, and I would never want to be called God, because that is a corruption. Somebody's name cannot be my name. You don't know the meaning to what a star. Each star is having a different name. We don't have the same star with same name. The sun is a sun working. That's why dominion for the sun is what? To have the world experience heat wave, energies, light, so many other functions. That is, no other star can do that which the sun can do. That's stand out alone to be that called out to rule in the world we are living or where it is given. Nobody else can do that which the sun can do. That's why if the Lord should present one that he said is an angel of his own or a prince, I don't think the prince should come to the level. If you look at, if paper, you want to say it's money, bring that paper and you see what I'm doing with it. Where you want to say, no, we would have lived here. We want to build with the Lord. Where it is space like this, then they say it's law. If you are unable to make it happen, then death carry away. Because this is not where you are coming to what honor death. I have shown what is beyond that which you are saying is death. Life issue is this. Light is this. Energies, forces, not God. An area you know God, that's why you call God, not here. You may have a part of him here. Do you agree? Because we don't have one God, we have difference, or we have one human being. If it's one human being, why not call after every one of them one name? Personally, you want to say, so I'm not a bee, and I'm not a honey. Whatever you want to say, I have that thing already. I am that particular. Sylvester is already that personality. But I won't tell that it should be easy when you're saying it, and you don't know it, and you don't know what you're saying. There are some of you, what you do to enjoy something is why you keep on doing some of the things you do. But you don't know that consciously, the one from whom you are getting the things have suffering or investment they make before it's available. Release my nose if I be a sculptor. Release my nose if I be a sculptor. Release it. And we can watch carefully if the law is applied there. If I keep the law, is it applied there? Am I keeping your law or I have a different law? That makes what I create. Maybe you hear the siren. Listen, siren. Am I in the land of the living and some of the people have been carried as death trap? Yeah, we are also living. However, the spirit and the rule is not the same. What keeps somebody out into the ambulance is not the same way here. I've never been driven on an ambulance. So you say I'm never showing you the path to ambulance that you should be carried. No, I live a life that is completely different. Do you agree? I have had it. Look at the color of the trouser I wear. The color here. The color to the what? The coconut. Agode. Oh yeah. Adoi like a chiane to say also good living. So you need to understand, if I have to build or build up or put up such a building, engineering mansions, empire is this we are seeing. Because if you couldn't win, you cannot do such things we are also recommending. What do you recommend? If you also go about your business, that's a recommendation. But you not say that when I finish my work before you know what to do. That is wrong. You can't do it because I didn't watch somebody's work to do what I do. But to say understanding the situation around, should there be a flood to a certain level? Then we did it. Then I didn't just say that we made this thing to feed flood. Now we made it for floating. It is for floating. And then magnetic field. Those are the functioning, really engineering elements. A lot of many things you have defiled, yet applied here. It won't be anywhere defiled because you are not seeing anybody, nor defilement here. Do you agree? Look at it on our shores. Who should do this? Or who do you think should have done it first that I have to go up and do the same? Why not create? That I create. So with the scripture, the Bible, the law, my return is greater than you see the Bible. You go, the Bible is just holding a portion. But that which I can do is infinite. Why? January is infinite. That's the creator. As it's in February, infinite. And many others that the Lord will say, like, the Lord says what? He has placed himself where it pleases him so much. So that he calls his region high frequency or modulation. That if you are closer to him spiritually, when he speaks, no matter the distance, you'll be the one to hear that. And we have had a generation, we've been able to make it happen. And we can, as we did it. What are we showing? Have I come to outdoor somebody's work? Am I talking about somebody's work? Do I have a Bible? Is the Bible written about somebody? So what makes myself talk about my scripture other than the Bible? You think I'm under the same judgment with the Bible? The Bible is just a small portion. It's a minute thing you are saying. If you have carried out what is in it, you would have known that it's just a small portion. It is. Yet it's greater than you are saying I'm seeing is small. Or is this house not bigger than the Bible? or at least so many things that would have involved or cultivated in this building or structure. Don't you see it's a lot of things? Many, not defiled. So at next door, we have to look at the distance. We look at the symbol on the crab. We look at the stains in the fish. We have already okra or okras or machano and many others right there. So you can have a staircase like 3, 1, 2, 3, like you see how we arrange it. This is how this side will be. Until you know that necessary is the middle, the pillar in the middle. You see that same apply on this in the middle here, and look at the others. And every other main thing you are seeing here, or major part of the building, is just separate on themselves as it stands right here. Let's roll and orbit. I'm not trying to shout, and I'm not a bird with somebody's nose. I can do that. I just speak in the bass through the head. I'm not a rat. So I'm not talking through anus. It is a language I want to popularize as you speak it, yet you don't know what to say. So he that is corrupted or affected by the language you speak, he's the only one responsible for saying you've done the wrong thing, or you've done a reserve, righteous thing. Or we don't see this, you don't see the path or under this special building you come out, or you don't see others working here. Seeing where the Lord will appoint, and we have it. Let me put the things on. Let me put some. Watch carefully at the next door. I didn't have any phone to record. That's why. Even I told you there was what they invoke it, and I don't really care. What you need to understand is what the Lord predestined for the generation. That's what exactly what it. There's no old standing here or sitting here, and I cannot invoke myself to be an old when we need strength for the youth. If I've been appointed a prince of kingdom, I've had to till myself, tilting well, and I've had to lead the path as I claim to have been led. So if the Bible claims they have been led to God to keep in the word in it, I have to prove it to show if indeed it's a soul living and not a book. Yes, you need it. The coding to this very special word SPS. That's it. You didn't expect that the colors will also be like this. Because how we started it, I told you we're going to use bright colors. Not just bright colors. To have that name is another name of a person. So we don't agree to say, you say this whether you think is right. No, you are killing people and destroying it where probably you are not supposed to kill. So an angel is the only one who understands language and prove language, and which language is sending us in the Lord. We gotta say we speak a language. What language is? I wasn't born in anybody's language. Except stand your language in angels, what they say. Say yes, you say my name. So whether or not you that's my name. SI is the word yes. Go to Spanish and other. So the name KV or KW, that's an energy. That's an energy. So say yes, energy, or energy is yes. You are seeing energy sources. Where can you say your state have built that we can see or we can perceive? You know, not why you say you see. That is why those things that you claim you see is in the waters, because it has been spreading the spelling. You are saying see. So that's it. We see. Do you understand it? Even the sky above this tells you what we're saying. So, something very available and ready. Let me see myself. No, I want to visualize myself. Here it is. So, visualizing myself as days drifting, look, I've been transformed to the color of things I'm wearing. Look at the color of the coconut. Look at it. I'll be getting it. What? So that you want to find this color. Look at the side here. Very much. Let's get more into it. You see the side. Look at what I'm wearing. The combinations. The lip is showing itself already red. So that would be the name my sitting here. Yes. And they will not do us a disservice and blame it on this same. No, that I'm showing the beast in him. Or the basic cast. So that it won't be like, how do you expect my enemy to judge what I am when they know nothing about what I'm doing? Is it that 3:5 is ready and available, and then the enemy rather use your authority to teach you lessons that I say how to tell you? Totally. My word is used. My rule, when I grab it, I have to apply a rule. This authority you abuse. So when they abuse it with the same authority, I tell you how many times they apply on you, or in you, somebody, you can abuse the word in the Bible and then you claim the Lord, the Bible, the apostle, to what? You as yourself, the one keeping the rule. Ask yourself, how many times do you break? See, how many times do you do the work of the Lord? Is it only on Sunday? And then who do you work for? Do you work for a person same as confident that I am? That with the salary, do you share with us salary to the portion I hold that I do? If after building a house or mansions, and you are claiming that you have been employed over there, we got the one who the mansion and give the rule how you live in place, or you and then you tell the world, you know, before him, it is in that building. Yeah, we can regard it outside. That's the most. I don't want us to get too close to it. So, in the distance and over the view, at least every side of it, almost side of it, indoor, even standing outside and seeing inside, is it? So, umbrella for my host. That is technologically advanced. That this becomes a cap, a protection that you can say the law, when it's properly applied, you will have it as it is. That it will project up and then go to the resting of it. That's what it is. So I've not gone on any vehicle out anywhere. I'm just in my department what functioning. What I'm supposed to do is this. And having multi-purpose roof, as you get it also on top. Multi-purpose roof. So that when you talk roof, whatever we have to say it is that have been created, know that the time for the roof. When you eat from the top, you also have the time from the roof. That is where there begins great creation. That's why you have to have it. So my enemy have just rushed in the sound and taken the depth out of this place. So I'm not a wood nor stick. Yet you have had this invoked several times, and I brought myself out of it. So I'm not origin of myself. Come from that you throw your nyas of rot excretion out. I did for that. To where you claim you go to church. But the God of the church is this making myself the part that is throwing bad things out. To understand, made a church or synagogue. Synagogue. If you didn't know what is Satan, you are, because you are the one displaying the beast is in the church. And I don't display, so you build what concern you claim is Satan, their witches or whatever. I am applying it with no corruption. So what I do, when you come and try to pull down what I'm doing without your law, I didn't, whatever probably is presenting what I'm doing. In that case, you don't have any rule or role playing here. So when you come with your faith, your level that have caused you to fall, when you come to the level here, you don't operate here. You don't have any role you want to mention what you believe what works. If it works, go to your workplace. Let it be universal, and let's know it as well as it is considerate. Watch carefully. Isn't this a best place on earth if we should find it? Best place in heaven if we should find it. It's a special hanging. So the technology is such that it from this the sex that we could make what a place you in when it comes to level here. It set up from this secret that's base for this to stay base. After ready to come, they come out of the platform like this. So when you're looking at this base or so it is in almost it's more important to what your for most obvious many reasons. Indeed is high. When it comes to what an angel can create or the Lord. If the Lord should create, then why is the security our life comes so open to me? It's not a positive. There is good and evil, bad and what? Lot of it and death. How it agree with you That's what you should come up with. This coconut won't be my enemy that is going to eat it. It will be myself, right? So if you are the soul retained, simply as saying you are the angel or the one the Lord created. However, to play taking on every generation is only do that with a reserve with coming of the law, the new laws. Let's get to drink. We don't eat or a drink. Sitting on the side, we have. Let it prove it. This is also reserved. To look. Can you hear the it? You know, create a source. These are the state reflect. Because again, it's not artificial to your tricks. These not tricks. There may be tricks with this. But what? Or sachet water. What do I mean? Explain. That I may have registered to them and send the same with the name, yet is not certified approved. Because standard for operation that they cannot two people same ID for two different nationalities. Step is for one person. Even one person, you have to show a difference. The name goes. If it's an extension for this coconut, it will be coconut branch. If it's this one branch to the same person credited or credibility. That you may not know it, or they may put as a company name. Very important. Then I show you and training that big asset and this spiritual arm. If lips that or use lip shine or lipstick to reddish it, it is supernatural. The Lord told you not that. This is a supernatural being. If you have this notion, you may have lived. What is? If you have the bad person living, share with you name or weird. That person as he or she have created that with her, but often it is not recognized. It has not been given from origin to that person. It is that or impartation. So the person is giving benefit of the doubt that if I have created some of these things, and they say, oh, you find it, one of you have named what I created, then you are the owner of it. Think it was like, yet in well, that's what it is. So if you go place too long to some, don't do them there. You say pray with the same Lord, invent the same Lord. Yet for them have all the best God. Another person with the same Lord. Okay, they are different. Unlawfully. They as they invoke do the same. Yet your place have been given to you, your enemy. Is that not Lord? Where is Lord? You can't touch things. So on the live, let's see what's saying. There. Carefully. I'm going to have water from this place. Come on. Yeah. That's alright. Watch here. That if I have to get here from First Junction to my area here, to the roundabout, First Junction to what? Fertilizer Road, you have to have the calculation. At least, First Junction to the roundabout, calculated to have 1.4, and that, very knowing this action, and then you look at what distance I cover if I have to walk. That is a footing. So footing. So that the footing will work. And we've had it several times. So I can't be here in the presence of my Lord because my brokers won't pass through the enemy. As it's not a sound of the enemy that you hear. It is the honor for kingdom that made it carry to the level like this nobody has ever reached. Because there's no valid personality that you want to say is in the Bible that you want to say have achieved the level we have carried spirit and the reality. You can't have any of them complete. So they are, even in the Bible, that you want to say emperor, they are not complete. To the highest authority, to even judge something from heaven or somebody from heaven, they are not complete, because you can't say they are the one using your technology. You can't say they are the one who play football with the modern light. You can't say they are the one who have built like this. You can't say they are the one who are creating. You can't say they are the one who are responsible for cloud works. You can't say they are the one like this. Many departments and mansions. That's what even Yeshua said. There are many mansions. So when I see the reality for his word, not that even they prophesy, it is his word. Let's say a word. And that's working. So like to drive, let's say distance from next door to Fair Junction is what? Is 3 kilometers. I want to use that. 3 kilometers. I want to just leave out the 0.4. You know 0.4 what it is. I'm just simply saying I want to make good use of the number, whole number, so 3. So that we got the coconut 3 right there. So I just want to say that from Fair Junction to next door. So if it's 3 kilometers, I have had to walk what? 3 kilometers. So I walk. So let's say what I did was I have had vehicles. So transporting vehicle, that was even a miracle to have it happen. Yes. To be on the lead and I have to be in front before they came reaching us. That's a miracle. It happened. It happened also like that in the hours. So what happened is 3 kilometers I walked to what? Let's say Fair Junction. And then from Fair Junction to Roundabout. Also how many kilometers? Like we saw it here. 5 kilometers I have covered. 5 kilometers. Then a kilometer I walk from Junction to Fair Junction. Should be what? Added. Do you agree? That should be, say, 1 kilometer. So let's say from Umbrella Junction here to Fair Junction, let's say it's 1 kilometer. I just want to say that. So that when we add it, we have had what? Let's say 7 kilometers, because I have many walks with it. I have had myself started on the only once. In the walking, going, coming. And that transport came from Fair Junction to next once. But my walking bar, like walking to the origin to this 1 kilometers, we made 7 kilometers. More than 7 kilometers. To just make that concern the Lord and myself and then the world. 7 days. I want to round it to that. 7 kilometers. You know what it is to look to me? What I'm saying. On the path I have used. At least 7 kilometers. How can they say you walk 7 kilometers? Yeah, so I did it. Like we do more than that, just that I want you to look at what it takes to do such things and to round it and say I've walked. You say any kilometer, just even the 7, to have myself 7 myself. And that is just watch here. It'll tell you. So let's look at the symbol also that we remain. So I present this. I present what? I present to us on the screen from Umbrella Junction to Fair Junction, then Fair Junction to next door to Fair Junction. Like having it recorded. I was just trying to display these kilometers on the screen. And then this particular one. So I will even have a summary. So I will have a summary. So I'll just calculate it. I'll get it on the thumbnail for this very broadcast if I have to do that. I have to show those things. In order to record the event at the next door or the beach resort, I didn't have phone because I don't have any cell phone. So if I'm managing some other things to reach out to you, don't tell me that I'm the one lying. Whatever is a lie, whatever, I don't care about it because that's not my business. If I have to create and I make known to you what I created, you will come and call me opposite my works. Word also manifest nobody. Yet it should be what? It should showcase my works. And let's agree and see who the Lord says is a serious personality or serious being that he, the Lord, can trust for his works. Or the person should be an opposite the word, and the Lord agree with him. I don't think that's not what the Lord is showing. So if he, the Lord, said, let them say, but don't let it be, you don't know. That's the twist over there. You don't know it. The Lord configure it, but he wants to prove himself, his own code and law, how he can break it and set a new game. That he make it impossible to say you can do this, yet we made it. Because the words were not as they are, except the angel comes to make those things work. That's why he said he knows some of them, what they have had to do, and why some of them failed and others didn't fail. He knows this. So if you don't return to your place, and you have to have somebody dreams and vision carrying you somewhere, I don't think we have to mention that. So what is a symbol? So what? So we're going to do that live. Watch there. So I'm going to look at that. We're going to look at the ancient meaning. So ancient meaning to the symbol on the shield crab. You got it, crab like this. On the shield crab in. Yeah, on the shield crab in. I want to do this a real quick one because I cannot have fish. I'm not